Coach, no matter where you see your name, either on the web, social, technician comes up next to it. Why is that?
That's the one thing I try to pride myself when people watch groups that I coach and lead, that we are like really technically sound and we play with good fundamentals, especially on this level when guys are so talented and the margin of error is so close. I think that's where your technique really shines, and just so getting the guys to buy into that has been good for me over my career. I've just been able, I don't know how I do it, but been able to communicate and articulate with guys and break things down. I've been able to develop guys. A lot of people don't know this, I used to be a teacher, 10th and 11th grade English teacher. I played arena ball and went over the CFL for a little while in the summer and came back and kind of got into that for 2 years, but that's when I really knew I wanted to coach. And I didn't like the classroom as much, but really enjoyed the teaching aspect of it, of coaching, and then I became a graduate assistant, just kind of worked my way up. Changed my teaching environment, never stopped teaching.
Coming straight from Penn State, the college ranks, how has that changed the trajectory of your coaching career now, coming to the NFL?
Truth being told, I knew when I did that 2-year stint with the New York Jets that I always wanted to get back to the league at some point in time. And I think, just the way it unfolded this year for me, coming off a Rose Bowl win, my son just graduated high school. He's going to play football at Ford. I mean, just kind of the good Lord just kind of opened the door for it to happen. And, I said it in the press conference earlier, but I feel very fortunate and blessed to be able to come into an organization like this with a team that's on the rise, a team that's, the way they finish, man. Everybody in the National Football League was talking about the Detroit Lions and what Coach Campbell's building here, the energy and the excitement. So to have an opportunity to come in that, I feel very blessed and humbled and honored to be a part of that.
Your coaching started at the high school level, then went on to college, SEC, Big Ten, now here in the NFL. What do you think's helped you ascend to the ranks here to the National Football League?
Well, I think it's a combination of just, no matter where you're at, doing a really good job, staying humble and grinding. And a lot of these jobs that I've been able to get is, some of it is, knowing somebody, but it's people that have seen the work that you put in. They see how your players produce, and, just being I think, good person in a lot of ways, it just helps. So people see you have success, people see your guys having success, and they want to know what you're doing. So, but it's a grind, staying at it. I looked up, I can't even remember how many schools I've been at. It seems like so many on this journey, but you get those opportunities, you got to go.
Is it 12?
I think it's 12.
I think it's 12.
It's 12. It's 12. It's a lot.
You're coming into a young defensive line group that includes the likes of Aiden Hutchinson, who we know you're familiar with facing him at Penn State. What about his game is going to continue to make him an elite pass rusher?
I think his motor and his effort is unrivaled, and when you get a player of that caliber, that's talented like that, and that plays with a high motor, not to mention everything people have been around the building has talked about is his football IQ, and you can see that. I knew he had a high football IQ watching him on tape at Michigan. We had a defensive end, Evan Cady, and you study the best rushers. This guy has a high football IQ. He recognizes things, he sees things, he's got that sense. And so I knew he had a high football IQ, and so now I'm excited to help him continue to take that to the next level.
For you personally, here in the NFL, we talked about it, less recruiting. I know what summers look like in college football, so to come here to the NFL, how does this just help you kind of be more home with family to an extent as well?
It's crazy because I've been telling the other guys I'm still not quite there. You're still a little jittery, so used to having 2 phones and, getting 1,000 email and text, and, so that part of it has slowed down a little bit. So getting adjusted to that, obviously thankful for you having a little bit more time, because during the season the grind's the grind, but it is quite different. It's very different.